this figure, I'm taking a look at R-3PO from the Saga line around 2002 and 2003. Back to the days when we used to get extremely obscure characters in action figure form from Hasbro. Days gone by, unfortunately. So I do think I recall seeing this character in The Empire Strikes Back, but he shows up on Echo Base on Hoth. And it's, of course, it's one of those characters, he probably has a grand total of like 1 or 2 seconds on screen, and it's in the background there. So most people probably have missed him. But I'm a big fan of a lot of these background characters, and I've been getting online recently and trying to track down as many as I can. I only pay like $8 for this guy, brand new even. So I'm very happy to add him to my collection. Add some more protocol droids, some more obscure ones at that. I'm not sure if this tooling's been reutilized for like C-3PO or any other protocol droids. It might have been. But this is the only one that I have of this particular design. And as you can see, he's a very mahogany, maroon type color. He looks pretty good. So before we look any closer at the figure, we'll look at the package here real quick. This is not the original trilogy collection. This is the Saga line. This is probably around 2003 or 4, towards the very end of the line. We started to get a lot more OT characters in it. So R-3PO, Hoth Evacuation, image of the character there. Empire Strikes Back on the side. Iconic Luke holding the lightsaber there for Star Wars. A little description about him. Mostly kind of a general description about protocol droids. Character again. And some of the other characters from the line. And most of these are very obscure characters, actually. And I hope to own most of them at some point. I did used to own this Hoth Rebel Trooper, and I reacquired him again. So I'll be doing the video for him soon. I used to own this Snow Trooper, and again, I hope to reacquire it at some point. And same with the Vader. None of these other ones I used to have. I wouldn't mind needing, or I wouldn't mind getting Elan there. That'd be a cool figure to have. I wouldn't mind getting that Padme either. Quarry Concept Stormtrooper is pretty cool too. It's a pretty nice package. Very iconic. Reminds me of early 2000s again. Let's go ahead and see what this figure is all about. Not a whole lot you can say about the figure. It's kind of a statue, quite frankly. Again, it's an action figure to fill out your background displays. So I think the sculpting work is pretty good. Has the mouth agape there. Nice detailing in the eyes. A very convincing protocol droid. Not a whole lot different from C-3PO other than the color. Has the wires protruding through its stomach there. In terms of its articulation, it's very basic. He has a swivel at the head, and then swivel shoulders, and swivel hips, and that's it. Quite frankly, that's all he needs. The hands are kind of at an awkward angle, though. Like this one here, I could tell Hasbro probably had something in mind where if you had additional accessories, you can get them to hold something. But I don't think it's really necessary for protocol droids to have to hold anything anyway. And this one's kind of doing the same thing. You can get him in a pose where he's like, oh my gosh, and like someone jump scared him. It does have the rods on the elbows there, which is accurate. In terms of accessories, he doesn't come with any accessories, but that's alright. Other than the stand here, and this one's the lighter gray color. This is the same exact one that came with the Stormtrooper, the one that I have at least. So now I have 2 of them. And he fits really good on the stand. No problems there at all. Getting a lot of these older action figures again, I really appreciate the fact that they can fit on a stand no problem. Something that seems to be a struggle these days. So that's about all I can say about the figure. I will bring out C-3PO again here real quick, see how they look side by side. Different tooling, obviously, different era even. But they were both, at least this one was in the original trilogy collection, and then this one was about a year previously. But the sculpting work is maybe 6 or 7 years difference between the two. They look pretty good side by side. But yeah, that's all I can say about R-3PO. Would I recommend for your collection? If you're a fan of protocol droids and you want some more, this is definitely a good contender for you. If you're a fan of background characters, of course, this is a great one to have. Not sure how I'll display him exactly. I don't think I'm going to use him for like a Hoth display. In fact, I'm thinking about adding him to like my senatorial background, like he's an aide for one of the senators. At some point, I would like to do a video actually for all the politicians I have in my collection. I think I have enough at this point where I can make a mini diorama out of and see what we can do with it. So maybe I'll have them there like an aide to one of them. But we'll see. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for plenty more reviews in the future. There'll always be more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate all your support. And check out some links in the description if you haven't done so already. As always, thanks for watching.